I never thought I'd be the kind of person who'd uncover a murder. I wasn't a cop, a detective, or even particularly observant. But on a rainy Tuesday afternoon in a small town where nothing ever happened, I found something buried in the woods, and it changed everything. I still remember the sound the shovel made when it hit something solid. That was the moment my quiet life fractured. I had just moved to Fairwood, a town of barely 5,000 people, trying to escape my past. I'd bought a little fixer-upper cabin near the edge of the forest, hoping solitude would bring peace. Instead, I found secrets no one wanted revealed. And once I started digging, both literally and figuratively, there was no going back. What I uncovered wasn't just a body, it was a story someone had tried very hard to erase. It started with the dog. My neighbor's mutt, Baxter, ran off into the woods during a walk, barking like mad. When I caught up, he was pawing at a mound of dirt under an old oak tree. Something about it didn't sit right. It was too deliberate, too smooth. I went back the next day with a shovel. My hands trembled as I dug, though I didn't know why. A foot, a human foot, pale and bloated, stared back at me like a warning. I fell back, my heart pounding in my ears. The police arrived within the hour, and everything turned into a blur of flashing lights and yellow tape. They asked me questions, but I didn't have answers, just more questions of my own. The body belonged to a girl who had been missing for 6 years. Her name was Emily Hart, and no one had been looking for her in a long, long time. I couldn't sleep that night. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw her face, the one from the missing posters, now yellowed and curling at the edges. Why was she buried so close to my property? Why now? And who wanted her forgotten? The next day, I started asking around. That's when I met Rachel, the librarian. She was the only person in town willing to talk about Emily. Rachel, she was trouble, but she didn't deserve what happened. Rachel handed me an old yearbook with Emily's photo circled in red. Rachel, look closer. The boy next to her, arm slung around Emily's shoulder, was someone I recognized. It was the town sheriff, back when he was just 17. My stomach dropped. I took it to the police chief, but he brushed me off. Police chief coincidence, but when I pressed him, he got angry, defensive. And that's when I knew. I went digging again, this time through archives, newspaper clippings, court records, anything I could get my hands on. Emily had reported a sexual assault the summer before she vanished. The accused? Sheriff Mark Dalton. But the charges were dropped. No explanation, no follow-up, no justice.
Breaking news.
I confronted Rachel again, tears welled in her eyes. Rachel, I wanted to help her, but everyone was scared of his father, the old sheriff. It all made sense now. Emily had been silenced. With the help of a local journalist, I leaked the yearbook photo, the old police report, and my findings online. The story went viral. Within weeks, the state police stepped in. Sheriff Dalton was placed on leave, then arrested. They found DNA evidence, buried with Emily. The town changed after that, slowly and painfully. People started talking, more stories came out. I stayed long enough to testify, long enough to see justice begin, but not long enough to forget. Every time I walk by the woods now, I think of Emily, how close she was to being lost forever, and how even the quietest voices can echo through time, if someone's willing to hear them.